don't know why I started this. That's close. Well, many years ago I did an album of Beatles tunes called A Beatles Collection, and actually just found hundreds of them a while ago. We might have to run a special on my album, my CD. People still buying CDs out there? I got a lot to get rid of, so they might go on sale next week. Who knows? Oh, that means packing them and shipping them. What am I thinking? Well, anyway, it had I did a lot of instrumental versions of songs not in the original keys. It included stuff like In My Life, and which was done much simpler than the way I played it, the version I did a couple of years ago. But what is going on? It is June 22nd. Big day. This is a big week in the Hogan. Oh, to get into the personal thing of what's happening here. Big week in Hogan world. Let's see. This is the 33rd anniversary of my and Nani's wedding. Unbelievable that somebody could put up with a musician for 33 years. But just want to say a special hello and love you so much. See you this afternoon, I hope. Let's see, Rebecca. We had another birthday last week. Rebecca's birthday. We have a birthday coming up for Corey Friday, a week from today. And then the day after that, we have a wedding in the family. My son Corey's getting married, and we're thrilled. So I'm not sure about my future over the next couple of weeks. We may not get to a news thing next Friday, but we'll see. I don't know. Well, who cares? Anyway, what's been going on here at TG? A couple of interesting things. I want to talk about, actually I want to get to kind of a lesson that two of my students this week came to me with a question about, I think I got this whole pentatonic thing down. How do I make it interesting or more, how can I make it sound better than just doing... right notes, depending on what pattern you want to be in. Anyway, I'm going to try to get to that before we're done here today. But let's see, we had finished up a few lessons, finally got the second half of Bluesland in there. Hope people are trying that. Again, I hope you're not too afraid of the level 72 or whatever it is. I really feel like it's way up there, But anyway, at least tackle a little of it. Black Keys song from Max. That was kind of caught me off guard, but that's very cool. And was able to get to a review of Ken playing through Cowgirl in the Sand. So, really want to encourage more things coming up for review, because I love to do those. I've been mentioning that every week. Well, every other week, every couple of weeks for a while. But let's see, a couple of really interesting things. Oh no, the first thing I got to tell you about is our survey. First of all, I want to thank everybody that responded to the survey about how to make things better at TG, what you like here, what you don't like. That the teachers drive you nuts and things like that. We had over 800 or 900 responses, and about 500 that replied to the question for the strings, and the winners have been picked. So you should be getting, if you were a winner of a set of strings, you should be getting an email. You might have even gotten it today. It might be going out today. I'm not sure yet, but and what we need is your address. So if you entered the survey with a thoughtful answer, not like this is a dumb question, I'm out of here. There were a few of those in there. Be sure to check your email from that. You might be getting something from TG, where we need your physical address to get you the strings, unless you want to come by here and pick them up. Not too likely. But anyway, so we're ready to ship out the 50 sets of Santa Cruz strings, and what else? Oh, something else kind of interesting on the forum that I wanted to get to that Bart put up, I believe, a little thing with Dana Bourgeois. Now, Dana, I was fortunate enough to meet Dana once or twice, maybe at NAMM or something like that, or maybe he might have even come to our shop, because we carried his guitars back when we had the Los Gatos Guitar Gallery in the late 90s and early O's. And fascinating guy that just really knows his stuff. So I'm sure some of you or any of you who are interested in guitar building, hope you got a chance to check out that video, because Dana is right up there in the league with maybe even Richard Hoover and the Richards of the world. Okay, that I think is it for the news. Let me see, what else did I forget to talk about? Probably nothing. So a couple of my students this week asked me about again, making something more interesting than just using pentatonic scales. So if I was playing a chord progression like this, and I brought up Down by the River, because when I was about 15, my friend Mike Mullins and I spent hours doing this, playing through this song and taking turns playing notes. And in the beginning, my leads might have sounded something like this. Let's see if I can do this. Say, wait, that note didn't work. Oh, there's one that does. There's one that does. Especially if I just keep playing E in the bass. Okay, so now I'm getting the hang of it. Get more interesting. Running out of notes though, it's getting kind of boring. Now I'm going to go back to the rhythm of a little bit different. And I'm just going to try to keep E's and A's going in the bass. And I'm using an E minor pentatonic scale here. So the notes are E, G, A, B, D. That would be pattern 6 down here, or pattern 3 up at the 7th fret. 7 to 10, 7 to 10, 7 to 9, 7 to 9, 8 to 10, and 7 to 10. Moving up into pattern 5 a little. Now, one thing that can make it more interesting, or add a little interest to your lead playing, repeated patterns. Using less notes, but using them more. But what else you could do in a progression like this is use the whole major scale. Put the 2 missing notes back in. Now, this is not in the key of E minor. If I use the notes out of an E minor scale, here's a couple notes I would add. I would add a C natural. And everything right there you can hear, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. But I'd also add an F sharp. Now, why did the C natural not work? Because these 2 chords I'm playing are E minor and A major. They're not in the key of E minor. They're in the key of, I'll let you think about it. What key has a minor chord on E and a major chord on A? You can pause this if I'm going to give you the answer now. These have to be chords 2 and 5 in whatever key they're in. It's the only place you have a minor chord and a major chord a fourth apart. Chord 2, E minor, chord 5 is A. That means we're playing in the key of D. It also means it's kind of modal because it's revolving around, not kind of, it's very modal. This is what the Dorian mode sounds like. It's revolving around chord 2 in a major key. So, I'm going to use the notes from that major key, 2 sharps. I'm going to add in a C sharp at the 9th fret. Yeah. Instead of the C natural at the 8th fret. And the F sharp on the 7th fret. So now my whole D scale up here would be, I'm at the 7th fret, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. But since the whole thing's revolving around E, I'm going to use that high, I'm going to go to a high E. And I'm going to kind of revolve around E. So, mess around with Down by the River. Dig out the recording and play some leads along with them using notes up around between the 7th and the 12th frets, revolving around the E at the 9th fret of the G string and the E at the 12th fret of the E string. Anyway, that's it for today's tip of the week. Try to add in the 2 missing notes from a pentatonic scale if you want to add a little extra variety to it. That is all I think I had on my list of things I wanted to talk about today. I'm sure I forgot something important, but if you have questions, write them in the thread here, and I'll see if I can get to it later. Okay. Every once in a while, just got to do this. Okay, back at least in 2 weeks. Maybe next week if I can get something going. We're kind of all moving to the coast for the weekend and the wedding, and so anyway, not sure what's going to happen next week. But hope everybody has a fun time playing the guitar this week.